And we'll see Zaire Franklin. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Eagles and the Dolphins on Sunday Night Primetime.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. This will complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw here into the hands of the receiver, Jeudy. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. A quick throw caught out wide by Jeudy. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mahomes to throw on second down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The kick by McManus is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal.
Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out, he played 5 years at the University of Houston, threw for over 100 touchdowns. The rookie Clayton Tune.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This 2nd and 4. And Tune to throw it now. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Tune. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Department guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Dolphins touchdown. Travis Kelsey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time a 6-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He's got room to roam. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing, Tune. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Tune going to throw it. That is caught by Dell. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Tune. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Tune. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now Tune. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. Kenny Pickett leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, our friend Alan Rhodes cannot wait for this one. It's the Niners and Vikings from Minnesota at 8:15 Eastern Time. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stout troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
Big time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Warren again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? Warren is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he has to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Tune to throw it. And he bats it away and falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Taken in at the 22. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking for Knox on the crossing line. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's going to be caught. touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 8. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Warren will try the right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And Tune to throw it now. And that'll be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Tune. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Gregory Rousseau, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout ball right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Mahomes now on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Fighting his way through contact. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 66 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Eagles on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Little pitch and catch to the tight end Knox. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Throwing, Tune. Caught, it's the tight end, Kelce. Touchdown, Miami. Travis Kelce. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll try and run it in, but he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts. So we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Mahomes throw here, taken in by Knox.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. On the give, it's Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So the Dolphins now down by 2, 65 seconds remaining. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Final minute of play. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding Kelsey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not because you've still got time to win some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And his kick is indeed good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. One final try for Mahomes. That's taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have